Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to the Real Long Walk. And there's some spiders who are around here somewhere. Don't seem very happy. Happy to hear the pitter patter of my feet above ground. Oh well, this is probably a mistake. You know what they say, curiosity killed the shook. Well, it did not kill anybody then. Oh well. I'm not overly interested. I'm mildly interested. Yeah, interested and interesting is two completely different thoughts. Don't think I can consider myself that interesting. Maybe mildly, but not super interesting. but yeah. So hopefully everybody's having a pretty good week so far. Mine's been alright. Been okay. Can't complain. Can't complain. Nothing exciting. Nothing overly bad. Uh, I haven't been sleeping as well here lately, though. Not that I get a lot of sleep at night, because I just have trouble sleeping at night. I don't know why. You know, I've mentioned it before, but apparently I was like that when I was but the wee child, well, not just a child, like an actual baby. Before I could even walk, I didn't even sleep at night. So I guess that's why my sleeping is so screwed up. Uh, but another thing that has been a bit of a hindrance is the cat. She, I mentioned it in the last episode, and she mentioned it herself because you sure could hear her quite a bit. And if you couldn't, then you were deaf. If you did actually listen to the last episode, yeah, that's how she's getting to be a lot at night. Just constant meowing, and I don't know what to do. Don't want to actually get onto her too strongly because I don't know why she's doing it. You know, she might be scared. I mentioned before that she's blind. She is now blind. She got her eyesight back after coming back from the vet for a few days, but yeah, for whatever reason she's blind again, and it don't seem like it's coming back. So I don't know if she just doesn't know where exactly we are. I mean, though she should know where we're at, but she'll just get in the hallway and just meow. And I'll go out there and I'll pet on her a little bit and come back in here and she'll meow again. You know, my door's wide open. She'll come in as she pleases, which she does anyway. But then she'll leave out again and she'll get in the hallway and meow. And I don't know why. I just don't know. I mean, a random thought that I've had, and it's kind of a depressing one, but I wonder if she is 16 years old, and she is on up there in age. I wonder if I don't know if cats have Alzheimer's, but I wonder if maybe she does actually truly forget where we're at and where she is, and she just sad. So I don't know. It's aggravating, but I don't want to get mad at her, you know. Or actually, okay, so maybe we do, maybe we do get a little mad at her, but we don't want to, you know. Definitely don't want to. You know, I definitely don't want to do something that would punish her for something that she may not help. You know, may not can help. Then again, it has always been her personality to be very driven. Like if she wants attention, she gets it then. So I mean, that's kind of how she's always been. But yeah, it's made it hard to sleep when I do lay down at night, which I did do last night, and I only managed about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, maybe. It's a cool looking jungle tree on the border of the desert. Cool, cool. So yeah, it's something we're going through right now. She's the, you know, I had a dog, you know, when I was growing up, but not really, didn't really feel like, you know, my dog, my pet. Because, I mean, I was 10 years old. So, I mean, I just kind of vaguely remember it. So, she's really the only pet that I've had that I remember, and you know, stuff like that. So I don't know, I guess I don't have a, you know, the hugest longevity I've experienced, you know, with cats. I just made up a word. I didn't make up a word. I totally mispronounced a word. But I made up a whole nother use of that word, I guess is what I said. You know, I just like, I want to use that word, I want to use it now. So I used it then. And screw the consequences. Because that's how I like to do with my language. Heck with those consequences. I will use whatever word I wish to use. Unless it's too terribly vulgar, because then, I like to be more creative than vulgar. Sometimes. Anyway. Yeah, that's something. I'm recording this in the daytime, though, so she is asleep, I do believe. Or at least my mom is awake right now, to where she will most likely be the focus of the attention, if there's any. So yeah. Oh, what am I doing? Let's get over here and set the spawn point. Make a date. So yeah. So that's good. We won't have too much background noise. I won't only be distracted by my own inabilities rather than extra distractions. Last thing I need are extra distractions. That's for dang sure. So yeah, what to talk about today? I don't really have just a lot. I guess I could talk more about video games, because I guess I'm playing a video game, so why not? I was talking about the Walking Dead. I almost said Evil Dead. It's something completely different. What if they met? That's a not spin-off. Crossover. That would be one heck of a crossover. Although I will say this. It's absolutely getting away from anything that I was going to talk about. But I remember when I was watching The Walking Dead, I was thinking, you know what would be the best crossover for The Walking Dead? Gremlins. Because what would be the worst thing during a zombie apocalypse? But gremlins. Seriously, think about it. But then the gremlins would be messing with the zombies too. What happens if a gremlin gets bit by a zombie? Now that's some crazy stuff. Seriously, they need to make that movie. They need to make a movie with gremlins and zombies. It's gold. It will be gold. If they're making a Gremlins movie, it'll be gold. It doesn't make it, most zombie movies are moderately popular, so it would be gold. I mean, it'd be like Kingdom Hearts. Who would have thunk that Disney characters and Final Fantasy characters could get along and make interesting video games? Apparently they can because of Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, The Walking Dead. I did finish up season 2 of it. It was very good. I really enjoyed it. Um, I am curious about just how happy of an ending you can possibly get across both games, or both seasons, because it seems like it's very hard to get the happy ending, or I don't know if there is a happy super ending. I guess it's zombies, so I mean, probably not just super happy ending, but seems like I could have done better. So yeah, I think I said that game was almost like Guilt Simulator. Guilt Simulator the game. I just say that about the novelist. I said that about one game. The Walking Dead, it fits very well too. That description. You have choices and then you feel guilty no matter what you choose. But yeah, I beat the second one. Enjoyed it, and it got me very curious. I was already quite curious before. I think I probably mentioned it in the last episode or the one before that. I'm curious just how different of an experience you can get from the game. If you go back and be a butthole to everybody, oh crap, what's the other route? There's the Paragon route where you're like, yeah, I'm awesome. Da, 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 da. And what's the other route? I guess this is like a Paragon. I guess that's more from Mass Effect. Probably where that came from. Or was there something before then? Anyway, more. I did start over, and I'm going more towards the be a jerk uh, route, and it is interesting so far doing it that way. There isn't as much that changes as I would have thought at the point where I'm at. Now, getting on further, it might be even more changes, but I do know that when the first decisions that I was like, I definitely want to see what happens if I do the other choice. It wasn't as big of a deal as I thought it was. Well, to be honest, instead of doing the other choice, I actually didn't make any choice, and it was a lot less of a difference than I thought it would be. Let's just say, which kind of made me feel guilty the first time because I wondered if something would have been different. It might have been for a happier ending if I had done something. But anyway, I definitely don't want to do any spoilers. But yeah, I'm definitely curious, depending on all of the different decisions you make, if it really starts making a big difference. There's one other thing I did different, and that was a bit different. It did actually take into account the alternative, which I did appreciate. But yeah, I have the feeling that, and I think I mentioned it before, that it probably has that, with each season, it probably all funnels back to almost the same ending. It's kind of how I think it probably works. You can branch, it's probably got different branches for you to go out, but by the end of it, it'll circle back, it'll curve back, and be mostly the same ending. It's kind of how I'm thinking it'll be. I mean, for the beginning of season 2 to happen, it kind of would almost have to be honest. So yeah, I'm definitely curious. I'm not playing it quite as quickly as I was. You know, I'm pretty bad about just going through, those type of games is like find dude comb, like, gotta look in this corner, gotta look on every shelf, anything on any of these shelves. Okay, no, can move on. I can move on now. Let's talk to that guy a fifth time. See if he says anything different. Maybe he has a very hilarious joke that he says if you talk to him too many times. Perhaps that would be my favorite part of the whole game. I am pretty bad about that. I try not to do that too bad in my, when I'm recording a video, but I do a lot of times play very similar. I mean, I do play pretty much like I always do, when I'm recording them, so that's probably a bit slow paced for a Let's Play. But then again, I'm not doing a Let's Play of Walking Dead. I don't think it would do any good, to be honest. It's got me curious about possibly doing a Let's Play of the Minecraft game, though. If it looks like it'll work pretty well on my computer, that might be something. Depending on when it comes out and how the finances look. Which it probably would be looking better by then. I don't know when it's coming out, but by the end of the year, it should be all looking better. Though speaking of that, I did recently pick up a game that I mildly regret. I've mentioned that I've been trying to be a lot more frugal here lately with the monies. But I picked up a game the other day. A game by the name of Rocket League. You may have seen this game on such channels as the Builders Rebellion 82 and Tonic 31. Oh, or Bang Bang Gaming, I should say. Not Tonic 31 now. Is that the wording from the Simpsons episodes? It's probably not. I probably said it differently. Now there's a guy who's like, you may have seen me on, or so and so and so and so. I think that's how he says it. But anyway, yeah, they've been playing a lot of Rocket League. They're like, Shook, you've got to get this game. It's amazing. And I was like, yeah, okay. So I finally buckled down and got it, and I played it with them a couple times, and yes, it is a lot of fun. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Go check out both their channels. I think Biz has the live stream that him and Tonic did, and Tonic's been doing a single player season. So yeah, go check their channels out. I'm gonna do a random video of it. Not absolutely sure. Not gonna promise you, but I might do one. So yeah, be kind of optimistic about seeing a Rocket League video on the channel. If you want to see such a video, if you don't want to see one, it might be mildly pessimistic. There's a little bit of hope for you, but you can be mildly pessimistic if for whatever reason you don't want to see that on the channel. I'm really terrible at it. I guess that might be a strike against it, being on the channel. I'm very terrible at it. Almost as if I'm playing real sports. Fumbling around, missing the ball, those sorts of things. So yeah. Speaking of Tonic, I can't remember if I've made very much mention of this, of the newest series that I've been doing. With Tonic. I know I made a reference right before it came out. Have I actually mentioned it in a video since? We've got a series called Two Broke Gamers, where we play free-to-play games that we can find on Steam, and or just anywhere. And we've been having a lot of fun with that. We played a game called Trove, which already got 7 videos up, and last night we did a live stream from it. Well, Tonic live streamed it. And yeah, we've also played a chess game, and we've got some more games that we've recorded that the videos have not come out yet. Ooh, big surprise. Keep it a secret, keeping it safe. What games will they be? Probably nothing to get too excited about. I will say we're gonna have a special guest on one of them. Very famous special guest. Very famous. Yes, that'll make somebody laugh probably. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. We're gonna live stream it fairly often. Well, every Tuesday I think is the plan right now. Just whatever game is interesting to us at the time, and yeah, keep it out on our channels for that. Oh, one more thing. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the episode up pretty soon. But thumbnail. If you like the thumbnail on the video, thank Tonic for me. Thank you very much, Tonic, for the thumbnail. Looks very cool. I've been doing very generic thumbnails. I made this whole mention about that's something that I'm really bad at figuring out. And you know, in a previous episode, but he was very nice to get me a really cool looking one there for the Real Long Walk. I've been doing thumbnails on a lot of my other series, most of my new ones. But you know, he gave me a really cool one for the Real Long Walk, so thank you, man. Appreciate it. Okay, now I'm wrapped up. Now get over here on this island and end the episode. How far have we traveled today? 536,000. Sweetie. What? Why did I say sweetie? That's one of the weirdest things to say. Well, there's weirder things to say, but it'd be too weird to say them. So I'm not going to say them. So I do sincerely hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one, folks. Farewell.